Yeah, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. And in today's video, I'm going to go ahead and react to NBA power rankings for a week. I don't even know what week this is, but let's go ahead and jump on in. First, I guess last. Look, man, I agree with this. D'Lo has been playing garbage, absolute garbage. Let's see if they actually talk about how garbage he's been playing. Look, Cat has been out due to the illness, so we can't go ahead and count him out. It's just not a good season for the Wolves. Go ahead, retract, go back, get Cade Cunningham, run a Cade Cunningham, D'Lo, Anthony Edwards, Cat, Naz Reid lineup, and you'll be set, in my opinion. Wizards, oh yeah. Bradley Beal hasn't been traded yet. Oh my goodness, man. Yo, oh my God, I got spit everywhere. I get excited when I see Bradley Beal. Look at that specimen, though. Look at that. Look at those cat. Look at his. I'm gonna relax. The Wizards suck. Here's the thing, though, because they just straight up suck. It's not like they've been battling injuries. Well, Russ has been in and out of the lineup, but Russ has been playing wee, so they actually play better without him. So it's like you're not having it. I mean, Thomas Bryant did go out. I retract. It's just a bad season for the Wizards. Go ahead, trade Bradley Beal, get some draft picks, go young, rebuild again, get rid of the John Wall, Bradley Beal era. It ain't work. It could have worked. It ain't work though. I blame it a lot on the front office and the coaching staff, and some questionable picks when it comes to draft picks and stuff. Detroit Pistons, yeah, this one's a bummer because the Pistons, it ain't even like they're going through injuries or stuff like that. They just suck. They just straight up suck. They got Mason Plumlee and got rid of what's his name, Christian Wood. They got Jeremy Grant though. Let's talk about Jeremy Grant playing. Detroit lost every outing along the way, and all but one came by double digits. God dang, yeah, they're just playing garbage. I heard. I haven't watched no Pistons games. I'm sorry, Detroit fans, but I ain't tuning in on a Saturday night to watch a Detroit game. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I'm not gonna do that. But I heard that they blow a lot of leads, sort of like the Bulls. I don't know if that's true or not, but y'all let me know. Next up, we got the Magic. This one's sad. This was not even like on the level of the Pistons and stuff, because this is all injuries. They lose Aaron Gordon. They lose Jonathan Isaac from last year. Potentially could have been in the running for DPOY and could have had a great season. And Markelle Fultz, that was looking like he was able to man the Magic, maybe not lead them to a playoff. I mean, to a championship run, but still lead them to the playoffs with what they had. MCW has been out. So injury-wise, the Magic have been riddled by it. Yeah, look at this, piling up. Yeah, definitely. Future's the only bright side. Yeah, correct, man. He's the only one that has been staying consistent. And if I'm the Magic, I try to trade him to a team that might want a Vooch. You know, when it comes to the playoffs, might want that big man who provides an offensive spark and knows what the hell he's doing on the court. But the Magic might have to hit the rebuild, because we don't know how Markelle and Jonathan Isaac are going to react to these sort of injuries. But let's hope everything's fine in that regard. Next up, we got the Bulls. The Bulls just are flat out choking. Kobe White has shown that he belongs to playing the shooting guard position. Zach LaVine is doing Zach LaVine things. Wendell Carter looks like he's the best center of all time, and then non-existent in the second half. Lauri Markkanen is out for 2 to 4 weeks now. So the Bulls, I don't see it coming up. I say it's gonna be a nurse stinker of a year for them, and hopefully they get another great draft pick. Who did they get this year? Oh, Patty Williams. Let's move on, man. I don't want to talk too much on the Knicks because I feel like I'm gonna come off as a hater, which I'm not. I mean, on the Bulls, but it just ain't looking good. The Bulls ain't looking good. And here's the thing about the Bulls is that this year should have been the real year. You know what I'm saying? When people are like, "Oh, well, it's a rebuilding year." No, it ain't. This should have been the real year. Last year was it with Jim Boylen and them. You got rid of your whole ass staff, your coaching staff, your front office, and you're still running in circles. I don't get it. Dallas Mavericks are sadly, Luke, they've been riddled by defense. I mean, by Injuries, yes. Defense, there is no, it's unexcusable to be this bad in defense. It's just this unexcusable. Let's go ahead. It was okay. Please talk about defense. Look at this. Look at this. I'm not capping. The Mavs have the league's worst defensive rating. They're allowing 118.9 points to be scored on them on a nightly basis. I'm sorry, but you are not gonna win a playoff series, let alone a championship, if you're gonna let another team score 120 points on you. You're just not. And this is sad. I'm not gonna say this is Luka's prime, but you want to get the most out of you, the most that you can from a young Luka. And it's sad. I don't know if the Mavs are gonna come back and make it to the playoffs. Hopefully they do, because I love and I want to see Luka Magic make it into the playoffs, but it's looking tough, man, especially now in the West. I mean, in the East. I mean, oh my goodness, in the West, it's looking really tough. But we got the Cavs dropping down 6 spots. The Cavs were a fun story near the start of the season, but they will drop even further in the rankings if their offense continues to struggle. Yeah. The thing is, their defense is great. Larry Nance, and you got, what's his name? The man they just got, Jared Allen. You got a bunch of these great defensive pieces that, Andre Drummond, of course, that make this team good defensively. But when it comes to offense, let me see if they touch on here. Oh, they can't guard a 3-point to save their life. Okay. Wow, didn't know that. Larry Nance is out to 4 to... Yeah, y'all know why I said how the Cavs were playing for something? Disregard everything I said this earlier season. Toronto Raptors, grow up, don't care, failure of a franchise, trade everyone, trade Pascal. Norman Powell is garbage. Kyle Lowry needs to move on. Go ahead and go back to whatever freaking team. Send him to the Mavs, don't care. Sad, disappointing season for them. Horrible jerseys, need to grow up. I don't know why they're playing in Tampa Bay. The only way they're gonna get a ring is from freaking Tom Brady, and it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen this year. It ain't gonna happen in the next 5 years. I'm sorry, but the Toronto Raptors are cursed, and that's it. Give it up to Kawhi. Y'all were great for that season, and that season alone, that man didn't bounce the ball 4 times on the freaking rim. You guys wouldn't have been in the freaking championship, let alone win a championship in 2019. Next up, we got the New Orleans Pelicans. Another struggle. I never liked Stan Van Gundy as the freaking coach of the Pelicans. I don't understand that decision that was made. Zion Williamson, it seems like, is performing every single night, but it's not leading to wins. Brandon Ingram hasn't stepped up to be that main guy, and Eric Bledsoe is Eric Bledsoe. For some reason, he's on the Pelicans. Steven Adams. Let's go ahead and see what Bleacher Report says, though. The problem is that the game goes on, their scoring output declines. The fourth quarter is the lowest scoring period for both. These guys don't turn up in the fourth. Go ahead, get IT. Call IT up. You need a guy. And the Pelicans don't have that guy when it comes in the fourth quarter. Eric Bledsoe, grow up. We got the OKC Thunder. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love to see this, man. I really do. Not much to say, man. Really not much to say about that. Houston Rockets. I love the Rockets. I love them. They got John Wall, my favorite player of all time. If you guys don't know that, they got Christian Wood. They got DeMarcus Cousins. They got Victor Oladipo. They got Daniel House Jr. The Rockets got it all when it comes to my favorite players. But as talent goes, I mean, look, oh my goodness. One of the reasons why I believe that the Rockets could go ahead and make a run to make it into the playoffs is that they got a bunch of guys that have a chip on their shoulder, and that goes, they all have that thing in common, which could go ahead and unite them and help them go towards the goal of making the playoffs and possibly winning a couple of series. But I don't know, hopefully. I used to be a big Rockets hater. Now that James Harden is out and they clean house and the front office is cleared up and the coaching staff is gone, I don't really like Mike D'Antoni, but John Wall, man, I hope Silas has a great coaching career with the Rockets, and they don't give up on him too quick, man. I believe he will be a really good coach. Next up, we got the Miami Heat. Yeah. The Miami Heat have been a crazy story this NBA season, obviously ridden by injuries and then ridden by COVID protocols. And it's just Jimmy Butler went ahead and got on a cut, and it's sad to see that. It's sad to see that a team that made the freaking finals last season might not make the playoffs. I can't think of a time that was even heard of them. It's just, I really wish that they get it together and Jimmy Butler is able to lead this team, which I know he can, and Goran Dragic comes back and everything falls into place. But for right now, this is unlike the Miami Heat, and I'm really shocked and awed that it's gotten this bad. But for the most part, you can't really blame it, because when they got their unit, they were able to play great. I think they did lose a game when everyone was healthy, but right here, look, Eastern Conference is still so bunched up. They're only a few games out of the playoff race. Yeah, I definitely see the Heat making it to the playoffs. I don't know for who, but I hope they make the playoffs. And then we got the Grizzlies. Whoa. The Grizzlies 7-game win streak and turned into a 3-game losing streak. Ja Morant struggled, averaging just 13.5 points and shooting 37 from the field. Yeah. Ja Morant has been struggling for his second year, but I definitely see him, being able to bounce back. And I think this is just a little bump in the road. I don't know if the Grizzlies are going to make the playoffs, but we'll see. Next up, we got the Hornets. LaMelo Ball has been balling. I think the Hornets should be a little bit higher. They are winning games, and Malik Monk has somewhat risen from the grave. Look at that. Malik Monk is averaging 14 points on 50% from 3. That's beautiful. I really like the Hornets. I want them in the playoffs. I think this team will be such a fun team to see in the playoffs. Hopefully that happens. The Knicks? What? The New York Knicks just keep winning. The backbone is their defense, definitely. The Knicks defense is great. I'm never going to cap on that. The offense is behind the curve, but the defense will always keep them in games. You have seen it time and time again. They have been in contention with these great teams. They might lose, but it's not like they're getting blown out. I can't think of a time the Knicks got blown out this season. So shout out to the Knicks, and maybe D Rose makes them a little bit better and they actually want to make the playoffs, which is kind of crazy to think about. Next up, we got the Atlanta Hawks. Not much to say on the Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks ended their 3-game losing streak with a win over the Raps. The Raps, garbage. Despite all the injuries, they have stayed solid and have not lost ground in the standings. That's good to hear for the Hawks. Head coach Lloyd Pierce needs to find a way to get Gallinari going. Oh yeah, Gallinari has been throwing, and then Bogdan Bogdanovic or Boji Bogdanovic or Bogdan Bogdanovic went ahead and got injured. Yes sir, let's go, man. The Kings are kind of like the Knicks of the West, but I really want the Kings to be successful. I want DeAndre Hunter. Whoa. I want De'Aaron Fox. I want Tyrese Halliburton. I want God dang, what's his name? Number 4, Marvin Bagley, the 4th. Whatever. I want Marvin Bagley to step up. Raquan Holmes. Harrison Barnes? Buddy Hield, my second favorite player in the league. I really like the Kings. I don't like their coaching staff. I don't like their organization. I don't like the front offense. But as far as the players go and Tyrese Halliburton, go ahead and check my old videos. I said Tyrese Halliburton was going to be the steal of the draft. Don't say I ain't say that, man. Next up, we got the Portland Trailblazers. The Portland Trailblazers ended their 6-game road trip with a loss to the New York Knicks on a 3-3 record. This stretch was highlighted by a guilty blowout win over the Sixers, despite Damian Lillard sitting out with an abdominal strain. This man got the poopsies. This man did abs and got hurt. Lillard came back to play against the Knicks, but even though he finished the game with 29 points and 9 assists, he looked limited in his movement, and it hurt the Blazers defense. Oh my goodness, I forgot CJ got hurt. If CJ comes back and he has a good couple of games, he should, without a doubt, make it into the playoffs. Make it into the All-Star game. CJ McCollum has been balling, oh my goodness, CJ has been having a great season. Whoa, I have not seen the Spurs. Golden State Warriors, number 12. Stayed afloat with the 12 spot they got last week. The Warriors have been winning, and I know in the first couple of games in the season, we're already saying the Warriors ain't gonna make the playoffs. We're 5 games in, and we're saying the Warriors are throwing and they're not gonna make it. I see the Warriors making the playoffs if things go well, man. And I feel like they're an injury away from just being garbage. Andrew Wiggins, just like how my stocks be, the second I sell my property on Wiggins Island, man, skyrocket, starts building subways, starts building skyscrapers and Chipotles and beaches on the island and everything. the freaking island blows up the second I sell it. So shout out to Andrew Wiggins. Hope he keeps on balling. Man, Andrew Wiggins might make the All-Star game if you looked at the voting. Man, bro. Bay Area, y'all brazy. Next up, we got the Indiana Pacers in the 11th spot. Went ahead and lost 2 rankings. They lost 5 out of the 6 games. God darn. Sabonis has not stepped up. I've heard Sabonis has been struggling. The Pacers offense has kept them in games and is heavily dependent on Sabonis and Malcolm. With Caris LeVert and TJ Warren out, Indiana needs Miles Turner to emerge as a third scoring option. The Pacers need more than 13.7 points per game they're getting from Turner right now. That's not bad. You think Miles Turner getting 14 minutes is bad? I mean, 14 points is bad? Tell someone else. Tell TJ Leaf to step up, man. If you got Miles Turner out there, you're looking at an defensive kind of guy that will go out and get you some threes, get you a little bit of spacing, but don't expect this man to go out there and then get you 20 points. Tell TJ Leaf to grow up and turn into a freaking Davis Bertans. Number 10, the Denver Nuggets dropped 4th. It was not a good week for the Nuggets, who have lost 3 of their 4 games. Gosh darn. Their loss to the Kings was not at all unexpected. They didn't have Jamal Murray. Jokic was outstanding. He went ahead. Oh, this is the game where he got 50 points to go with 12 assists and 8 boards. Sheesh. Any road to the NBA Finals will likely go through the Lakers, and the Nuggets learned they have a long way to go to get to their level. Definitely 100%. They have a bunch of pieces, but when these guys are not working as a collective unit, and when Jokic has to carry, and Jamal Murray is taking a snooze, it ain't working. Let's see what we got next. We got the Spurs in the 9th spot, bro. They counted us out. They was ranking us not even in the playoffs, bro. They was ranking us not even in the top 16. The Spurs just never go away. Hell no, we don't, man. They have averaged more fast break points since the 2010-11 season, bro. Well, we had, I don't even know what team we had at 2010. Getting on transition has turned into a critical part of the offense, bro. It is amazing. We're running a run and gun offense, no more slow pace offense. And when we do get into that, half court setting, we give it to DeMar DeRozan, and he's able to drive and get points that way. The way that all these other guys like Keldon Johnson, Lonnie Walker, Devin Vassell are able to gather up their points is by running the fast break, getting great defense, and getting great boards, pushing the pace quick. We have seen this time and time again. Other teams get gassed, but when you got young guys like the Spurs, they don't. And when DeMar DeRozan is running that sort of offense, he's always that guy that gets the board, that pushes the pace. He's the one getting assists. This is one of the ways that he's able to rack up his assist totals, and he's able to push the pace. And when you got runners ready to run the second the ball clinks off the glass, beautiful. I love to see this. Love to see it, man. Oh my goodness. Get this guy out of my screen after I just finished talking about the freaking Spurs, man. Clippers are doing good. Kawhi is doing good. I accept it. It's sad, but I accept it. Next up, we got the Boston Celtics. Kemba Walker going over the freaking beautiful jerseys of Cam Johnson and Bridges, I think that is. Look at DeAndre Ayton, man. Beautiful. Headed out west last weekend. Each game came down to the final possessions. Yeah, Kemba Walker has been struggling. I know they lost to us. The Celtics lost to the Spurs because Kemba Walker was throwing and a half. Kemba Walker needs to step it up a bit if the Celtics want to go ahead and close out games. But Jaylen Brown is hurt. Oh my goodness, man. I don't got to see Peyton Pritchard getting minutes, man. Jaylen Brown, by the way, one of my favorite players. I said that he was going to be the best player in his draft. And I always said that I love his shorts. And Jaylen Brown got next, and I definitely see him being one of the top 3 shooting guards in the league. Phoenix Suns, I don't care. I'm not caring about that. Phoenix Suns go out here, jump up 4 spots. Chris Paul showing the world why the hell he's one of the best point guards in the league. Devin Booker finally stepping it up. DeAndre Ayton playing complacent, and he kind of realizing what the heck is going on. Hasn't really been excelling, but he's that anchor. He's that DeAndre Ayton anchor. DeAndre Anchor. They came away with the win, but Sunday's game should not have been as close as it was down the stretch. That said, the Suns went 3-1 last week and deserve to move up a few spots. Definitely. Shout out. Big week for the Suns. Next up, we got the Nets. Grow up. Durant. I don't know what the heck is going on with Durant. Hopefully nothing serious. I know they said he was clear to play by Friday. Yeah. Eligible to return Friday, but the team needs as much time as possible together to build their request chemistry for it to grow up, man. Grow up. Request. Grow up. The Bucks are doing Bucks things. The Bucks average margin of victory last week was 22. Gosh darn, they were blowing out teams. 76 as well. So this means the Lakers and the Jazz. Okay. So the Sixers dip. Whoa. What happened? Did someone get hurt? Because of their loss to the Blazers, who were without Dame, CJ, and Yusuf. You cannot lose that game with or without Ben Simmons and maintain the throne. Even their win against the Nets came with a caveat as both KD and Kyrie missed the game. Gosh darn. Gosh darn, man. You ain't got to drop them that bad. They lost the game to the Blazers. I don't know. Probably Rodney Hood went off for some, man. Then, whoa. The Jazz? Hey, yo, what? The LA has been a flip the switch team this season, barely playing a full 48-minute game. The Lakers have more than enough talent. Yeah, they're chilling. They're in coast mode. The Lakers are not even trying. I feel like they're just saving as much energy for the playoffs and just chillaxing. Respect to that. So that allows for the Utah Jazz to come up in the first, oh my goodness, in the first spot. The Jazz have been playing on another level, winning 15 of their last 16 games, putting together a formidable run in the West. They have been lights out from deep over those 16 games, shooting 42%. Hello? I got too emotional, man. I got a little bit too emotional. The Utah Jazz got next. Donovan Mitchell will be a National Basketball Association champion in the year 2021. If not, he's going to be competing with LeBron in the Western Conference Finals for it. That's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like. Comment and subscribe for more news, views, reactions, highlights. I do everything on this channel when it comes to the National Basketball Association. I have fun with it. This is what we're here for. Have a great day. Have a great life. And yeah, subscribe.